This is day 54 of my Practicing Visibility series. This project is to track my progress as a youth speaker over the next year, 365 days. It started off as a project where I talked about getting over my fear of being seen, but a lot has changed within me. A lot has changed within the world and society since I started this project. And so I no longer feel afraid of being seen. I'm ready to be seen. And a big part of that is how young people have been responding to me talking about the power struggle we have in our world where kids are powerless, yet they are the people who suffer the most. They're the most vulnerable because of how we make them. And I'm not going into policy because I don't really trust a lot of policy and I don't really trust that that's going to change things. So what I do with young people is teach them skills to feel better and do better. And that may sound silly, but just hear me out, right? People who feel better, who know how to emotionally regulate, who have emotional intelligence, people that know how to use their strengths, people that have a good balance in terms of work and life and friends, like people who have a strong foundation are hard to control. They have a lot more energy. We are spending so much energy beating ourselves up or tearing other people down, or like some people doing both, beating myself up and tearing other people down. And that's one of the things I told kids was like, look at the adults. Like, you're smart enough to look at the adults in our society and say, they're not doing well. People who are hateful and angry and people who are violent and people who are scared, like all of us are not doing well, but we're pretending that just because we're adults, it's for real. And it's okay that we feel this way because we're an adult and you just have to be a kid. And if I was a kid, I would be mad. I would be mad. And so I've tried to, over the past 3 years, since my work took off online, I was approached by a lot of people in the entertainment industry to make entertainment for kids. And I wanted to have like a Mr. Rogers type show, but for an older group. I basically wanted to have a youth development show where kids are taken seriously. It's still going to be fun. It's still going to be, involving humor, but at the core of it, it's serious conversations with kids so that they can start to see themselves as real people and not just kids. And society loves to, say you're just a kid. Even the way we talk about kids takes away power from them. And so I'm like, let me learn these things. Let me learn these things and let me teach them to kids. And I know, I've said this before, I'm going to keep saying it. I know that not every kid is going to want to do it, but I know enough will. Enough will that society will change. Society will change because kids have the skills to take care of themselves, to take care of other people, to have community, have support. And that's how I know that society can shift, society can change. So I am going to keep doing this work. I really hope you can't hear my brother's dog because I'm not restarting this video. I'm going to keep doing this work. I'm going to keep pushing it because they're not learning this stuff. They're not getting opportunities to learn this stuff. Some people are. Some people who are lucky, some people whose parents and families have wealth are attending schools that teach things like this. Some people have parents or guardians or older siblings who talk to them about this kind of stuff, and those people are outliers, meaning that it's not the majority of us. Public school doesn't teach this stuff. I'm not arguing that public school is bad. I just think the education system does not do what we think it's supposed to do. It trains workers, basically. And that's what I want to do. So I don't care about being viral or, doing trendy things or making kids buy my products. I don't care about any of that. That's all noise. The point of this is if more kids know me, more kids have access to this work. And what I've tried to do with my YouTube channel and my cohort program I have coming up is to teach it for free. I don't want there to be gatekeeping around this. I don't want to have to create a project or create a product and sell it to kids. I don't want to do that. Kids deserve to know this stuff. And if they are willing to listen to me, then I'm going to teach it for as long as I can. And that's the end of it. So that's why I'm doing this. It's really basic, but I just want to be more honest about it. I think that we have enough liars and we have enough disintegrity and we have enough inauthenticity in our world where I'm just going to be for real with young people. And I think that some of them will respect that. I hope a lot of them do, not because I hope they like me, but because if they do respect the work, that means that they are incorporating it or thinking about it or doing the work and they're going to feel better. So we'll see. I'm working. I will refuse to stop. I want to help kids. I will fight for kids until the day I die. I think right now I'm not afraid to say that anymore. I'm not afraid to feel weird about wanting to be this person and wanting to be a public figure for kids, because I see that we so deeply do not care about young people in our country. We say we do, and parents and families and schools, like the people who work with those people, I think they most of the time do care, but everyone outside of that really doesn't. Youth are deeply, deeply disrespected in our country, and then we expect them to respect themselves. We expect them to respect themselves. Doesn't make any sense. All right, I'm off my soapbox. See you tomorrow.